Well guys, it's another one of those days, my knee's sticking out in the corner, but I don't understand what Apple does sometimes, and this is all rumors, basically everything I've ever said on this channel is pretty much a rumor at this point. But what I don't understand is, A, my ukulele's right here and nobody's even going to comment about it, which I'm kind of salty about, but in terms of the iPhone 11, the naming of it, apparently Apple is going to start calling it, instead of like the iPhone 11 Max or iPhone or whatever, they're going to call it the iPhone 11 Pro, most likely due to the biggest version. But this, in my opinion, does not make any sense at all. Now, I think the best timing ever that Apple would have ever called a bigger iPhone an iPhone Pro or iPhone whatever was when the iPhone 7 Plus was released. And the reason being was because the iPhone 7 Plus was actually a way better device than the iPhone 7. And what I mean by that is not only was it a bigger screen, better quality, not better quality, but you also had a dual camera setup, which was better on the 7 Plus, the camera sensors. But also, this device had more RAM, so technically speaking, it was a more powerful device than the regular variant, the iPhone 7. So they could have called this easily the iPhone 7 Pro or iPhone Pro at the time or something like that, right? That is appropriate. And the reason I even bring that up is because currently with the iPhone XS and XS Max, both these devices are pretty much the same exact thing. Really, the XS Max is just a bigger device. We're kind of going back to the 6 Plus days where they were literally the same exact ones. Even the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, they were different in terms of power and quality and cameras and everything, but in these senses, they're almost identical. They're exactly the same. It's just the screen sizes are different. You have the 6.4 inch screen here, you have a 5.8 inch screen here, and so kind of keep that in mind. Just the screen sizes are different. There's really nothing too crazy about this device that this device doesn't already have. Now, keeping that in mind, on the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro, whatever they're going to call it, what about the iPhone 11 Pro is going to be pro about it? There's really, if it doesn't have additional RAM, if it's not more powerful, if it doesn't have more cameras, I don't know, whatever, then what is going to be the benefit of calling it a Pro? It's not going to be a Pro machine. So in my opinion, if they do call it, these are all rumors, but if they do call it the iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone Pro or whatever, all that's going to do is just dilute the Pro naming of it. Because if you think about it, the MacBook Pro, that's a pretty powerful machine. The iMac Pro, and the other Pro machines, it's just going to dilute it because there's nothing pro about the iPhone 11, the bigger one, because it's just, if it really is just a bigger version of the iPhone 11, then there's nothing pro about it. It's just a bigger screen. And that's kind of what they did with these two, with the XS and XS Max, because they're the same things, just a bigger screen size. The same thing with the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. And the reason I brought up the iPhone 7 Plus, like I said earlier, was because there was a pretty noticeable difference between the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, not just the screen size. The cameras were bigger, the additional RAM. So it was a pro machine for sure when you consider the two. But if the iPhone 11 is literally just a bigger screen, that's going to be not a pro machine in my opinion at all. They should definitely just call it the iPhone 11 Max or iPhone 11, because that's just going to confuse a lot of people. All this is just a humongous confusing situation. If they go to the store and they say, hey, I want the iPhone 11 Pro, but the iPhone XS Max still looks good, and they're probably still going to sell the iPhone 8 Plus. So there's the Plus, there's the Max, then there's the Pro, and it makes absolutely no sense. And ultimately, they need to streamline these things. Either keep it the Max or keep it the Plus. Honestly, they should just call it the iPhone 11 Plus. That naming was there the whole entire time, and that is so much better than a Max in my opinion. I feel like with Max, it was just really weird. With Pro, it just does not deserve the Pro naming unless there really is something really pro about it. If it has like a 90 Hz refresh rate screen, if it has more cameras, if it has additional RAM, if it has something better than just a bigger screen. So if they can pull that off, then I guess Pro is fine. But how it's looking like and how the leaks and everything are coming out to be, it doesn't seem like the iPhone 11 is going to be an amazingly crazy device. So hopefully Apple doesn't do it. Hopefully Apple just sticks with the Max naming or Plus even naming. I like the Plus, to be honest. I like Plus more than Max, but who am I? I'm just some guy ranting and raving on the internet. But that is pretty much it, man. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to console me right now, or whatever that naming is to make me feel better, leave some comments about some positive things down there. Let me know, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I asked this in the last video. I'm going to ask it again. I'm saying it yes, but you guys can let me know. But hit that like button, that means so much. But definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscribe that we get really does count. So it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.